So thanks for joining us today. And we're really excited to have you here. We've gotten a lot of great questions over the past week or two since PRMG's gone live with Whisp, and we're here to answer all of them. We've also seen a lot of great success, which makes me really happy. So the only two-way QR technology, or technology that works to convert every QR code or web link into a lead, that is what you have here with Whisp. So one of the questions I've been getting is like, how is this different than another QR code, or I have a digital business card, how is this different? And the main difference, the fundamental difference, the patented difference is that with Whisp, it is the only QR code or web link that when somebody clicks on it or scans it, you get their cell phone number every time. Now, with that, I'm going to go through today a few different ways to use your Whisp. There's a few different places to use your Wisps, and also just talk you through the tech a little bit, because we've gotten some questions about data and where to use it and how to use it. And I want to make sure that you guys are super excited and comfortable using it in all the places we can think of, and then let you run in all the places you can think of. So it eliminates the form fill. That's the other main difference, where any other QR code, you're going to end up on a landing page. You're going to have to fill in your name, your number, your email, all the things. With Whisp, you just have your text message pre-populated. It will say, press send to connect to Stephanie, press send to find out rate information, press send to get your single property website, whatever the case may be. They'll press send. With that motion, you get their cell phone number 100% of the time, and their email and their name will come through, but it's about 50 to 65% accurate. So I always assume it's not correct, but I also will have conversations with people, and I just work it into my scripting. It would be more like, here is, we're glad you signed up for this webinar today. What is the best email that you want me to send something to? Or what, when I speak to somebody on the phone, what name do you go by? Can I get the best spelling of your name? Because even if it's perfectly accurate information and you get the cell phone number 100% of the time, which is the most important part, but let's say you get my correct name, it would be Nicole. The minute somebody calls me Nicole, since I go by Nikki, I know that it's somebody trying to sell me something, or it's not somebody that I have had a conversation with, or whatever the case may be. So it always is very helpful just to say, what name do you like to go by, or what's the best spelling of your name? It makes your marketing efforts go 10 times as far, that's for sure. So if you put a Whisp anywhere that you would have a web link or a QR code, and you actually have that two-way technology to convert that click or scan into a direct lead, it works so well. We say 10 times as far. We've seen recent examples that are way more than 10 times as far. It collects the user initiated opt-in. So when they press send, it's a user initiated opt-in. So it's in compliance, which is very important. And it gets a cell phone number for follow-up calls and text journeys every single time. We got a question here. I'm going to go in and look. I've signed up for the service, but I was not able to connect or obtain my QR code. I need someone to help me get started. Oh, Stephanie's typing an answer right now. Anyone else has had that issue, please let us know. We will get you that right away. Okay, if you haven't seen how Whisp works yet, I'm going to put it right here. If you haven't seen how Whisp works yet, feel free to go ahead and scan my QR code. It will show you what happens if you were to scan someone's QR code. I believe this one here goes to just like our general mailbox. It can be attached to your digital business card, your POPL that you all have received or will receive if you haven't signed up yet. And you can attach it to anything or anywhere someone can land. So I like it attached to my digital business card. I was just at Momentum Builder. If any of you were there, I put it on the screen behind me when I was on the lunchtime panel. I asked everyone to take out their phone, go ahead and scan it. They all got my digital business card. We're going to show you how to best use that today. And then I got everyone's cell phone number so I could invite them all to a webinar or whatever I want to invite them to next. So where to use your Whisp? Think about anywhere that you have a call to action. So marketing materials like rate sheets. If you're making rate sheets for realtors that you're partnered with, instead of having your picture and your phone number and like maybe your branch address or whatever the case may be, your email, just put your QR code. You can put your photo still, people like that. However, your QR code will be very effective. People will go ahead and scan it. I would actually make less copies so people can't just take them with them and they have to scan it to get the information. They can go ahead and scan it. They can then be connected directly to your digital business card or wherever you want them to land. At that point, you're going to get a notification on your email, on your phone, in your Popple, and which is your mobile back office. And you can then call them or text them and say, hey, if you have any questions about mortgage rates, if you're out shopping this weekend, which a lot of people were out shopping last weekend. It's been a nice time in the mortgage industry with the rates coming down a little, inventory starting to hit the market. People are shopping. So if you text them and you say, hey, I'm happy to help you. This is, thanks for reaching out. It's a great way to just start that conversation instead of waiting for somebody to reach out to you. Web links and buttons. So anywhere that you have a call to action on your website or that you're using a web link to say, click here to start a refinance or click here for a home buyer guide, whatever the case may be, that can be a Whisp. On event tables. So if you have a QR code printed out at something that you're hosting or you're at, you can go ahead and just make it your Whisp QR code. And you can have people scan it so that every time someone scans to enter a raffle or to get information or whatever the case may be, instead of collecting a whole bunch of cards that you then have to figure out after, it all can be directly into your mobile back office at that point. And you can also follow up with everybody right away, which is really nice. And they have your information, you have theirs. Partner referrals. So if you have realtor strategic partners or insurance partners, people that you send a lot of business to or send business to you, either way, give them a Whisp that's just for them to send you business. And you can just say, hey, save this on your phone. They can save it in their photos. They can save it wherever they want on their phone. And that way, anytime they're with somebody and they're like, hey, I have the best lender, I want you to reach out to them. This is their information. Go ahead and scan it, and then they'll actually follow up with you. It's a great way for you to know where your referrals are coming from. Looks like we got a question here. Let's go ahead and find out what it is. Can you create a separate QR code, something that is completely different than your main business? Yes, you can create as many QR codes as you wish. It's in our portal, and that's what Stephanie's going to walk you through today. So I'm super glad you asked that question. Great question. So yes is the answer, and more is to be revealed in a few moments. Advertising for videos, billboards, collateral, snail mail is great. If you have somebody that says, I want you to partner with me on a mailing, right? Maybe you want to do it, maybe you don't. If you do want to do it, definitely get your Whisp QR code on there, because what's amazing is on the back of the envelope, when there's a QR code and somebody can scan it, you'll get their information so you can follow up with them. It's creating a lot of synergy between old technology of snail mail and new technology of QR codes, and making it super effective, because you're hitting all those people that like getting the mail, but also people are super comfortable scanning a QR code at this point. Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Great places to use your Whisp. I'm going to show you how to do that today. Okay, here are just some photos of places to use your Wisps. As you can see, there's really a Wisp for every occasion. You can really use it anywhere. It works everywhere. So when I say you can use it anywhere, I would highly suggest making your Wisps, getting comfortable with the portal. And you can literally use the same QR code for everything. If you want to just always have it linked to your digital business card, that's fine, because you can put a lot of stuff in that digital business card. But if you want to know which campaign is working how and have different offers for your potential consumers throughout, you can use as many different Wisps as you want, and you can make them in your portal, and you'll learn how to do that today. This is a little sample of how we use it on social. I'm going to actually show you a post, because I feel like that's going to be the easiest way for you guys to see how you can use it very simply on your social media. But as you can see here in this slide, there's a Wisp on this Facebook link and an Instagram link. Yes, Instagram link. I was like, is that LinkedIn or Instagram? And Twitter. How it works is the same way it works. If you just scanned my QR code in the beginning, you're going to scan that QR code or click a web link. Either way it works. It's great on collateral. It's great on someone's phone. It's great on the internet, on a desktop, any which way you want to do it. They scan it. A message populates in their SMS that says press send to continue. That press send to continue, you can change to whatever wording is comfortable for you or makes sense for your offer or what your message you're delivering at that time. Once they press send, you'll get their cell phone number, their name and email. Like I said, cell phone number is correct 100% of the time, name and email 50 to 65% of the time. Cell phone number is most important. It allows you to communicate with them directly. You're communicating with the person that wants your information directly right away, and they have a user-initiated opt-in. It's compliant, and then it can instantly populate into your Total Expert, into the back end of your mobile office on your digital business card with us, and you can also go ahead and give them a call. All right, I'm going to cruise through so I can go ahead and show you exactly how it works on my phone, because I think that that's what's going to be really helpful for people at this point, just based on the questions we've received. Anyone have any questions straight up from what we just went through? I mean, is anyone excited to be here? It's amazing. You can't say anything, right? So you can't speak back, but we are getting some good comments. So thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and connect my iPhone. It's mirroring. Please hold. Okay, should be loading right now. Here we go. Nicole's laptop. Stephanie, while this is loading, do you want to go ahead and walk them through the portal? Because this seems to be taking a moment.
Not a problem. Can you just enable screen sharing for me?
I sure will. That way you guys can still be maximizing your time. Okay, you're all set to go ahead and share. I'm going to figure this out on my end.
No problem. Thank you. Okay. You can see my screen?
Yes, and it looks amazing.
Okay, so when you log into the Whisp portal, which is different than where you update your mobile back office, your Popple business card, this is the Whisp portal. If you want to update your business card, it is in the Popple portal or the app on your mobile phone. For the Whisp portal, when you log in, it should look similar to this. You will see your account up here in the top left, and you can start setting up your Wisps as you need. You can set up floaters, floaters for your website, a wheel for your website, a contest wheel, and or of course our most popular, the QR code. All three are very easy to set up and implement, and we have all of our walkthrough step by step in our Wisps knowledge base, which I can, is the chat, Nikki, is the chat available for everybody if I were to put it in the chat?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll put a link to our knowledge base in the chat, and in there you can search for QR code, and you can sorry, what's a QR code, how to create one, and you can find all the help you need in the step through for that. You can also type in wheel and how to create a wheel, as well as a button or a floater that can help you through. For right now, we'll walk through setting up a QR code. So here, select QR code and click on Get Started. And it walks you through step by step. So the first one is you can name your QR code. If you have a specific marketing material that you want to put this on and track it, you can put it in here. I will put staff test. And then there's a couple of settings here. Show your terms and conditions before the Whisp, and then require agreement to terms and conditions. You can turn that on so they have to agree to receive the text and the information that flows with it. You can leave it off. You can also, if you don't want to use the SMS messaging part, you could also have a direct QR scan to a website instead of the auto messaging. So you can direct them straight to a specific website, maybe for a realtor or something. I'm not, wherever you want to direct them to, you can just send them to it. So you could turn that on there, and then it won't go to the messaging. It will take them straight to the website. Next step is your SMS. Here you can set what your initial message will be. So when they scan the QR code, when the message window pops up, it'll say, you could say press send now, or your, let's say, free home buyer's guide, or whatever you want to provide the person that is scanning your QR code. Or like your mobile office, it's, press send now to connect with Stephanie Ryan. For here though, for sample purposes, I'll use the free home buyer's guide. And then again, I will just say, my apologies, my page will look a little different because of admin status. I have a few more options than you would have. But your initial message and your response message will be here. So when they hit send, after, press send now for your free home buyer's guide, the message that will come back right here is now, thank you for interest. And then you can send them a link to the collateral that you're giving them, or if for the free home buyer's guide, or you can send them you can say, thank you for your interest. Well, this doesn't really match what's in the message, but a representative will be in touch shortly. And you can also attach an image here, if it's a picture of the home buyer's guide or something, you can attach it there. You can attach, if it's you're connecting with you can put an image of yourself, but you can attach that here. Style in here, there are different styles for the QR code. We have black and white, dark ring, light ring, no style, so you get your standard square, and it will pop up when you hit save. There is also the customized PRMG. There's your no style. You can get your customized PRMG style, which is the PRMG company logo in the background with the PRMG colors. That will show up, and you can use that. It is up to you. The great thing about Whisp is once you create the QR code, you can come in here and you could have this style on collateral already, and you can come back in here and change. You can change your messaging, you can change anything about it, and you don't need to change it on your collateral wherever your QR code is. It doesn't affect, so you don't have to reprint anything and make any updates anywhere. You can just do it right here on the fly. And you can add, if you're sending it to your CRM and Total Expert or email, and you want to add some parameters, some tracking values, so that you know exactly where it's coming from, or something for your tracking purposes, you can add it in the tracking parameters. Again, there's more help available, you can click on the tracking parameters and you can go to our help tool and find more information. And then we have our integrations where you can select your PRMG total experts. You can have a webhook if you have somewhere else you want to send it to, strict email. You can set up the different integrations. For here, I can set up an email and I can put in my email. And every time a scan happens, an email will be sent to me, letting me know that person's information. And you can add as many different integrations as you want. That will, again, the integrations available to me are a little different than those that are available to you, but you should always have the PRMG Total Expert, the email, and the web post. And then you can download your QR code here. And if you notice, you could download it on actually any of the different tabs. And you download and it appears in your bottom left-hand corner, and then you can use it as you wish. You can set up a QR code in about 30 seconds. It's pretty straightforward, and any assistance you need, you can go to our help tool and receive more assistance there.
Quick question, Steph, from Lance. He wants to know, how do I get to the portal?
How do you get to the portal? Okay, well, during the onboarding, you should have received a link to finish your sign up for the portal. And you click on the link and you finish your entering a password, and then you should be automatically able to log in and see your, it'll be under your account on the left-hand side. If you didn't receive that, I can make sure we send it out to you right after this session.
Awesome. So if anyone on here did not receive that, please let us know. You can send an email to support@wisp.io, or you can just let us know in the chat here and we'll make sure we get that to you. Anything else on the portal, Steph? Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and try to reshare my screen and give them a quick 6-minute how to get this on Instagram.
Yeah, no, the only thing I was just going to say, you can create any of the Wisp that you like and use our knowledge base. It has step-by-step to walk through the different pieces to get you set up quickly. So utilize that.
Yeah, the knowledge base is amazing. And as you can see in there, you can create as many different Wisps as you want with your account. So that is a wonderful thing. Okay, so Lance, if you want to, oh, Stephanie's typing you an answer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to try this again, see if it works this time. I should, here we go. Technology is amazing. I'm glad that happened that way though, because I feel like you wouldn't have gotten all that time with Stephanie. I'm going ahead right now. It looks like it's connecting to my laptop Zoom, and I'm going to show you how I would use a Wisp. There we go. How I would use a Wisp in just a simple Instagram post, which is something that we've gotten asked a lot. So if you do paid ads on Instagram, you can use your Wisp link for that. You would put it in the advertisement there, like in the main where they ask for where you want it to get directed to, you'd put your Wisp link. If you're using Facebook advertising, same. You can have it as your link in bio. So if you're working with your Popple and your mobile back office and you have a lot of different links in there, you can use it kind of as a link tree. That's what I like to think of it as, because that allows you to put as many web links as you want in it. And anytime somebody clicks on it, it's going to populate into their SMS. They're going to press send. They're going to get your digital business card with all the information on it and additional links as well. Or you can put it into your story. So here's my personal Instagram, and there are my kids. What I would do is I would go into my story, and here, this is our upcoming webinar tomorrow. So as you can see, I just pulled up a photo in here. You can put a link. So I'm going to go ahead and click on link. If you missed what I just did, I'm going to go back and show you. Here it says link. Click on the link. And there, I'm just going to put in my Wisp link This one goes to this webinar. We made a specific link so anyone who clicked on information webinar, we could get their information and follow up. I can customize the text. So say sign up. And I'm going to push done. I'm going to push this back down here. I'll make it a color. There you go. And I'm just going to push add to my story. So now anyone who goes into my Instagram who sees that and wants information about Whisp and wants to come to the webinar can click on that story. Instead of saying link in bio, I literally put the sign up right there. When they click that sign up, it's going to go into the Whisp action where they end up getting an SMS. They're going to press send. Then they're going to land on our digital business card, our corporate one, where it has a video about Whisp and also has the information for the webinar tomorrow, so they can go ahead and sign up. To give you guys a quick overview of Popple back office, which we've gotten some questions on. And Steph, if you can, oh yeah, if you see anyone in the chat and I ignore them, just let me know. Sorry about that. Here we just got a few questions about setting up your mobile office. As you can see on mine, it's pretty basic. I have a video that somebody can watch right away to learn about Whisp. I have a welcome to Whisp info, try Whisp so they can see the experience. They can text me, they can email me, they can go to our Instagram, our LinkedIn, my contact card, whatever the case may be. Now you can add as many links to this as you want. So when I was working at my previous job, I not only had links to everything we had going on, I also would potentially have some property report cards to feature for agents that we worked with, or single property websites. Especially if you have Total Expert and you make single property websites for your agents, this is a great place for you to be able to feature something that's coming up. Okay, so as you can see, if on the back end here, and I'm just going to show you how I got here. So I'm going to go from preview card back into my back office. So here I was just previewing my card. If I push done, I now am in my back office. As you can see, there's all sorts of links here that you can have on or off. What's great is on the bottom, you can add an info link to your card and you can choose any of these options. So as you can see, it's all your social media opportunities, contact info, WhatsApp, FaceTime, social media. You can put all of that in as well. Your Pinterest and your Calendly, if you use Calendly to schedule things. Anything you can imagine that you might want as a contact link for you, you can put in. It's also really cool though, is you can see here, you can embed a video. So we have a video on ours, which is a nice little overview of Whisp and the technology. You can put in a header text. Let's try this. Oh, I can just put in any information about myself here. You can add a specific file. So if you want to use your digital business card and put in some like cost of waiting sheets or rent versus buy sheets or property report cards. If you do a lot of business in the same county, you might want to put in a property report card for a specific price point to kind of show what's going on. Whatever the case may be, this is a place you can add in whatever you want. And you can just go in and it will let you choose if you want to add media or if you want to add a document right into it. And you can just go ahead and save the link. What's really cool is you can put in as many links as you wish. You do not have a limit. But when you go ahead and preview it, you'll be able to see exactly how your links look. So you're certain when you go ahead and share your main Whisp link, which some people are just going to use this because they can put so much meat and potatoes right into their card that they're going to just say, we have a lot of clients do this. They're like, I don't want to worry about making a million different Wisps. I'm just going to use this same QR code Wisp link everywhere I go, because then I just update the information on the links. So that's a great way to do it too. If you don't want to make it too complicated for yourself, or if you don't really care about tracking where things are coming from, but you just want the information in. Here, you can move these links up and down. So you can change how they look on your main card by holding these 6 little dots on the side. You can turn your links off. So let's say you're helping somebody in your community do something and you want to promote it in your digital business card, or if you're at an event and you want to promote something specific there, but then you decide you're done with that. It's an old news story at this point, and you're going to just move on. You're going to just turn that link on, or you can turn it back off or on. It's really easy to move stuff around. You then can see exactly who your leads are as they come in. When you have your leads in here, I was just on a call earlier. I got 3 people scan my card. That's a great way to use it. So just drop it into any meeting. Even though you might already have that person's number, it's a nice way to get them into your system and then to have that single opt-in, so that user initiated opt-ins, you can start them on text campaigns. But here you can save them directly to your contacts on your phone. You can reassign the lead, share the lead, add a note, which I really like to do, because then it just gives me a little tiny piece of a reminder of how I met somebody. I usually do that at the end of the day. I'll go through my day and be like, I'm not talking about when my Whisp is out there in the world, right? I'm saying, like, if I'm using it on appointments or calls or whatever the case may be, I'll just go back through it at the end of the day and just make a note of where I met somebody or what the intention was. I can export it to my CRM. So for you guys, you can put that right in the Total Expert. I can also, this is one of my favorite things, remind myself to follow up. So it will remind me within 24 hours anyway to follow up with somebody. However, I really love a reminder that I'm going to follow up with this person who I really enjoyed talking to today in a week, no matter what. So in a week, no matter what, regardless of my CRM, whatever task notifications I typically have, my phone is going to remind me to follow up with this person. And that way, no matter what I'm doing or where I am, if it's someone I had an appointment with and I wanted to follow up, I can then get a reminder fresh on my phone, just click right into his link, go ahead and just send him a text right away. So very cool. I love all of the capabilities of this back office. We searched high and low for a digital business card to partner with, and we really vetted Popple, and all of them, I found it to be very impressive and very simple to use. So you can use your QR code from this on anything. With that, it's 3:04. We've already kept you 4 minutes over. We can hang out here for a minute if anyone has any questions, but I hope you got something to give you a deeper understanding into how you're going to use this and how you're going to get leads and make it really effective to take away with you. And if you have more questions or want more information, we are happy to continuously provide it every week for you. And keep your eye on our social media platforms, because we are offering webinars pretty much once a week at this point for all different things Whisp related. With that, I don't see any more questions in the chat. Stephanie, thank you so much. And we